Caution light is out. Should be looking green flag racing off of turn 4. And for the first time tonight, green flag is up in the air and waving. Racing now down through turn 1. We've got a little contact, 3 wide as they race off of turn 2. Roaring down the back straightaway. Florio, your leader, followed by Freeman in second. Looks like we're going to have a battle for third as they race through turns 3 and off of turn number 4. We got the 5M of Mooney and the 55G of Henderson duking it out for third. Now racing down into turn 1. We are 3 wide for second place now, racing off of turn 2. Roaring down the back straightaway. Mooney and Freeman door to door for second place. Now down into turn 3. Freeman pushing in the middle of the corner. Mooney moving up to second. Freeman falling back to third. Meanwhile, your race leader, Taylor Florio, pulling away from the rest of the field. Henderson waits squarely through 1 and 2, falling back to 5th place. Guyton now moving up to 4th, making a move for 3rd. Door to door into turn 3. Guyton loops himself around in the middle of the corner. Guyton now stuck in a battle for 5th. Henderson will move up to 4th on the mistake by Guyton. We got Florio, Mooney, and Freeman, your top 3. As your leader rolls off of turn 4 now, down the front straightaway. We got flags crossed, 4 down and 4 to go. Here comes a 55G of Henderson, all over the back bumper of Freeman. As they race down the back straightaway now, he'll have about 4 more corners once they roll off of turn number 4 to try for 3rd place. Guyton making a huge move, making up a lot of ground now, hoping to make it a 3-car battle. Your 2 leaders, Florio and Mooney, checking out from the rest of the field. As they roll off of turn 4 now, we have 2 flags up in the air. We got 6 down, 2 to go. Freeman sideways off of turn number 4. Looks like we'll have a battle for 3rd now with 2 laps to go. Here comes Henderson, top side. Rolling off of 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. We'll have a battle for 3rd brewing on the last lap, but meanwhile, your leaders coming across the stripe. We got the white flag waving now, 1 lap to go. Taylor Florio, your leader, the 5M of Mooney in 2nd place. As they roll off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. We'll see if they can catch up to lap traffic. Mooney has 2 more corners to make a move. Diving down off of turn 4, almost some contact. We're roaring down the front straightaway. We got the number 21T of Taylor Florio, your heat race winner. As they roll through turns 3 now, off of turn number 4. We got Camden up in the flag stand, throwing the green flag. We have heat race number 1 underway. Shelby Baker. But now we got a battle for 2nd brewing. We got Wallem in 2nd place as they roar down the back straightaway. Now down into turn 3, done hard on the bottom. Wallem now falling back to 3rd. Baker still your leader. As they race now down into turn 1, here comes Dunn. Look at him, bottom side. They fall single file now down the back straightaway, down into turn 3. Baker, Dunn, Wallem, your top 3. Now contact with your leader. In the middle of 3 and 4, Dunn goes around. Baker, holding steady. Racing down the front straightaway now into turn 1. Your leader, Wallem up to 2nd, and Logan in 3rd. Dunn now loose around the back the right way, joining the back of the pack. Here comes Grant Wallem in the 26 machine, looking to make a hard charge for your leader. As they roll off in turn number 4 now. Bakem on the bottom side through 1 and 2. Wallem squarely coming off the corner, losing some ground. Rolling off of turn 4. Here come your leaders. We have 4 down, 4 to go. The 33K machine still your leader, followed by the number 26 of Grant Wallem and the 2M of Evan Moore, your top 3. Your 2 leaders, Baker and Wallem, checking out from the rest of the field. However, here comes a 2M of Moore. Slowly closing the gap, only about a straightaway behind. as Baker rolls the car off at turn number 4. We'll have 2 flags up in the air. We have 6 laps down. Oh, here comes Wallen with a hard charge down into turn 1. The back bumper of Baker rolling down the back straightaway. Now we're going to have a battle for the top spot. We have 6 corners left. We got the M of Evan Moore around in the middle of the corner. We'll get a loop back around. We'll stay green flag race and white flag in the air. 1 lap to go. Baker, your leader. Here comes Wallem setting it up in the corner. Now diving down on the bottom of it, turn number 2. Wallem way squarely down the back straightaway. Baker putting a gap on him as they roll through. Off of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Your heat race number 1 winner is going to be the number 33K of Shelby. Now here they go now, rolling off of turn number 4. Melissa Bailey, your leader. Now down into turn 1. We got Melissa on the bottom, James up top. As they battle now, rolling off of turn number 2, door to door down the back straightaway for 2nd place. Now we got 3 wide now, briefly, as they race down into turn 3. We got a fight for 2nd. Dumas and Bailey, and now 3 wide rolling off of turn number 4. 1 lap complete. We got 7 to go. Here comes Sam Spadaro looking for a hard charge on the bottom. Oh, James Bailey around into Terry Dumas. Dumas spinning now on the back straightaway. Bailey gets it going straight, but now we got a battle for the lead. Sam Spadaro and Melissa Bailey door to door as they roll up at corner number 4. Racing down the front straightaway now. Sam Spadaro, your leader, followed by Melissa Bailey and the black number 54 machine. Terry Dumas getting it whipped back around now, joining us as he crosses the stripe. Now we got a battle for 2nd. We got the number 54 and Melissa Bailey duking it out for 2nd place. Meanwhile, the number 33 of Sam Spadaro, still your race leader. As they roar past the stripe, now down into turn 1. A little bit of smoke coming out of that 54 car now as he rolls it off of turn 2, looking to make up some ground, your leader of Spadaro. Hard down on the tires, racing through turns 3 and 4. As they roll off the corner now, down past the flag stand. Spadaro with about a 2-car length lead on that number 54 machine. And now rolling down the back straightaway about a car length behind. The number 54 closing the gap on your leader. As they pass the flag stand now, I believe they'll have about 3 laps to go. As now we got a battle for now contact with your leader. The middle of turns 1 and 2, Spadaro and 54 making contact. As we got a battle for 4th brewing between Miller and Bailey. Door nose to tail down the back straightaway. But here come your leaders across the stripe. We have 6 laps down and 2 laps to go. Another little bit of contact with your 2 leaders. Now down the back straightaway. About a car length and a half separate 54 machine from the lead. As Sam Spadaro rolls off the corner, we'll have the white flag waving. We got down and 1 to go. Oh, now we got the number 54 machine around in 1 and 2. Your 2nd place car looping around in the mid corner. Sam Spadaro still your leader. A whole straightaway ahead as he rolls off at corner number 4. Checker flag waving our heat race number 2 factory stock winner is going to be the number 33 of Sam Spadaro. Rolling off the corner now. They'll get the green flag waving. Van Hatesman in that old school modified. Hanging with your last year's points winner, Hardy Henderson. Van Hatesman way up and into the cushion off of turn number 2. Henderson, your leader. They roll off at corner number 4. Hatesman once again hopping into that cushion off of corner number 2. Other than those 2 bobbles in that corner, he is hanging with our current IMCA modifieds. Hatesman in that 5V machine, way old school, early 2000s, maybe late 90s, IMCA modified. Henderson up and onto the cushion. But as they come across the stripe now, I believe they will have 3 to go now across the stripe. Two to go this time by now. Henderson, your leader. Hatesman in second. We got the white flag in the air now with the number 63 machine of Hardy Henderson. Rolling only a half straightaway behind, we have the 5V of Hatesman. Rolling off the corner. And here he comes, rolling off corner number 4. Your IMC modified heat race winner is going to be the number 63 of Hardy Henderson. Now rolling them down into turn 3. We have the caution light out as they roll through the corner. Racing now off of turn number 4. We got the green flag flying, and heat race number 1 is underway. 3 wide already for the lead. We have McKelvey, Archer, and Villanueva duking it down. We got one into a tire down in the bottom of turn 2. That's going to be the number 28 of Dean Kennedy. As the pack rolls now off of turn number 4, we're going to keep it going. Kennedy pulling it a little deeper in down into the infield. McKelvey, your race leader, followed by Villanueva. Now here comes Armstrong, making a hard charge to the front. Armstrong, the second in that 01 machine, moving up to third. Now setting his sights on the number 20 of Villanueva as they race nose to tail down the front straightaway. Down into turn 1. Armstrong with the little push. Now making a move for second place off of corner number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn 3. As we got a battle for fourth between Archer and Holtzman as they duke it out through turns 3 and rolling off of turns 4. Holtzman is going to move up to fourth place, and Kennedy and Archer falling back to 5th. The number 24 of McKelvey, still your race leader, followed by the 01 of Armstrong, the second, and the number 20 of Villanueva. Cross flags now as they cross the stripe. We have 4 laps down and 4 laps to go. McKelvey, your leader, banging the bottom of each and every corner. Meanwhile, in second, closing the gap, we have Armstrong running mid-groove through the corner. Armstrong now closed the straightaway lead to half a straightaway, now down to about 3 or 4 car lengths. Now racing down into turn 1. We'll see if lap traffic will play a factor. Your 2 leaders passing the lap car down the back straightaway. Racing now down into turn number 3. We have Armstrong up top, McKelvey on the bottom. As McKelvey rolls off at number 4, they come across the stripe. They have 2 laps to go. Holtzman now looking to make a hard charge for third as they duke it out in 1 and 2. But now we are door to door for the race lead. Now down into turn number 3. Armstrong on the bottom, McKelvey up top. As they roll off at corner number 4. We are going to have a new race leader. White flag waving, 1 lap to go. Armstrong the second up to the lead. McKelvey back to second. Holtzman in third. Villanueva in fourth, and Archer in 5th. As your leader rolls now down into turn 3. Banging the top side, rolling off at turn number 4. Your heat race number 1 winner. Donaghy, your pole setter, rolling the field down into turn 3. Caution light is out. Rolling off at corner number 4. We have heat race number 2 of our Legacy Dwarf Club. Back up in racing. Out to the lead, we got the number 23 of Jackson. Now we got the 2A of Armstrong Jr. sideways in front of the middle of the field. Keeping it going straight now at the back of the pack as he looks to make up for lost spots. Jackson still your leader. Now here comes Thiel, bottom side. John Thiel in a 21 machine going 6th to 1st on the first lap of the race. He is now your leader at the race down the back straightaway. We'll have Thiel, Jackson, and Felkins, your top 3. We'll have a battle with Felkins and Looney. As they race past the flag stand now down into turn 1. We'll have 3 wide and 1 and 2. We got a battle for second brewing now. Felkins top side moving up to second. And here comes Looney. 3 wide. Down into turn 3. Jackson falling all the way back to 6th place. We got cross flags, 4 down and 4 to go. We have Thiel, Felkins, and Looney and Armstrong. Now duking it out for third. Armstrong making his way all the way back up to 3rd place. Thiel, your leader, checking out from the rest of the field. Followed by the 55 of Felkin to the 2A of Charles Armstrong Jr. Looney way squarely off of corner number 4, but keeps it going straight. Falling back to 5th. Now looking to make a move for 4th. We got a battle for 4th now. We have Looney in the 05 of 6 duking it out. While your leader rolls across his right, we have 2 flags up in the air. 6 down and 2 to go. We'll see if the 05 of 6 may take back 4th place. Looney way up and off the pace now through 1 and 2, up and over the cushion. And now in the middle of the corner, John Thiel on the gas as they race down the front straightaway. As they will have 2 laps to go. Now here comes Armstrong Jr. bottom side, making a move for 2nd place. Now for the lead off of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, Thiel checking up Armstrong Jr. now to the lead. As they roll through the corner off of turn number 4. 2 flags up and into the air. We have 2 laps to go. Charles Armstrong Jr., your leader. Now here comes the bottom side. Not enough of a run through the corner. Now falling back to 2nd place. As they race now down into turn number 3. The 2A of Charles Armstrong Jr., your leader. As they roll off of turn number 4. We'll have a caution out once again. Armstrong limping the field through the corner. As they approach the exit of turn number 4. We have green flag in the air. We'll try this once again. We got 2 cars together, Donaghy and Sis together. Now in the infield, Donaghy sitting in the infield. Sis now making his way through the infield back onto the track. Armstrong Jr., your leader. Felkins in 2nd, Thiel in 3rd. As your top 3 roll over corner number 4. We have the white flag up in the air, 1 lap to go. As we'll have a battle for 2nd on the last lap. Thiel and Felkins duking it out as they race off of turn number 2. Armstrong with the comfy lead as he approaches turn number 3. Thiel will have 2 more corners. But here comes the number 2A of Charles Armstrong Jr. He's going to be your heat race number 2 winner. Linton now rolling the field down into turn 3. We are lights out. So you can see the field anxious to go green. And now rolling down the front straightaway. We are finally street stock racing. Votaw out to the early lead. But here comes Wade White, 3 wide for the lead. Racing off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. Braddock, White, and Votaw duking it out. Now down into turn 3. We're 3 wide once again, but coming out of turn number 4. Wade White in the 68 machine is going to be your leader. Ricky Braddock fighting hard on the bottom. Now here comes Votaw up top. Your flag man, Jason Batten, the 29 machine running now 4th place. Votaw battling back top side. Braddock on the bottom as they fight for 2nd place off of turn number 4. Off the front straightaway, now throwing it into turn number 2. Looks like we might have a 3-car battle on tap. Braddock and Votaw door to door. Jason Batten not far behind in the number 29 machine. As they roll off the corner, Wade White, your leader, stretching that lead. Votaw having the edge for 2nd place, throwing it in hard. Now we're 3 wide briefly through the corner. Braddock and Votaw neck and neck as they race down into turn 3. Bat looking to join the mix as they roll over corner number 4. As they have 4 down and 4 to go. Wade White, your leader, with about a half straightaway lead. Ricky Braddock now trying to fight bottom side, and Braddock way off the pace. Votaw taking 2nd, Bat up to 3rd. As Ricky Braddock pulling her into the infield. And that was a tough break for Ricky Braddock. Wade White, your leader. Followed by Michael Votaw in 2nd, Jason Batten 3rd, Zach Spillman in 4th, and Vernon Owens in 5th. As we have 2 flags up and into the air. We have 2 laps to go with our street stock heat race. Wade White continuing to stretch the lead almost a whole straightaway. As he rolls up at corner number 4, we'll take the white flag waving, 1 lap to go. White, Votaw, Bat, Spillman, and Owens. 5 remaining in this street stock feature. As we have 2 laps to go with our street stock heat race. We'll have a caution out once again. Armstrong Jr., your leader. As they race down the front straightaway. We have 2 flags up in the air. We have 2 laps to go. White, Votaw, Bat, Spillman, and Owens. Your 5 remaining in this street stock feature. While your leader rolls now down into turn 3. Cadillacing through the corner off of turn number 4. Your street stock heat race winner is going to be the number 68 of Wade White. Race back to back. But now Rick Sopp, your pole setter, rolling off of corner number 4. We have our IMCA Sport Compact heat race now underway. As they race now down into turn number 1. We got a battle for second. Here comes Howard Watson looking top shelf. Now we got a battle for the lead. Cody Crawford, door to door with your leader, Rick Sopp. Racing now through turns 3, rolling over corner number 4. Leading the first lap of this heat race. It's going to be the 85K of Cody Crawford. Rick Sopp in second. Now here comes Harold Clifton with a hard charge in that 47C. Crawford squarely. Now 3 wide briefly down the back straightaway. Wizardette and Bajan now 3 wide down into turn number 3. Battling for third place. We have Wizardette, Bajan, and Clifton. A lot of contact throughout the corner. Still 3 wide down the front straightaway. Oh, Harold Clifton up and over the corner into the wall. Cody Crawford, your leader. Starting the race now down the back straightaway. Clifton now looking topside, rolling off of corner number 4. Challenging your leader. They will be door to door off the corner. Clifton with the net will come off your leader. Crawford now back to second. As we got a battle for third. Here comes Brian Bajan looking top shelf for third place. Door to door with Sopp down the back straightaway. Racing now down into turn number 3. We have Bajan now moving up to third. Sopp now back to 4th. Scott Newberry getting held up behind the pack as he looks to pass Sopp for 4th place. Racing now through the corner. Scott Newberry with the move, now up to 3rd place. Cody Crawford way off the pace down the back straightaway. Wizardette your leader, followed by Bajan and Newberry, your top 3. Looks like we got the 01 of Pamela Wizardette stopped on the back straightaway at the very top of corner number 2. Looks like we'll keep it going green this time around. 4 to go. Excuse me. Now we are back underway after this restart. Wizardette your leader. Now Newberry in second. Bajan in third. Now they roll over corner number 4. We are officially now back underway. Battle for second now. We have the 11S of Newberry and the 45 of Bajan. Door-to-door racing down the back straightaway now into turn 3. Bajan on the bottom, Newberry up top. We'll see if last week's winner will have anything in this heat race. They raced past the flag stand now. We have the white flag waving, 1 lap to go. Clifton with an S, still your leader. Newberry, not enough of a run on the top groove. Bajan now moving up to 2nd place down the back straightaway as your leader rolls down into corner number 3. Racing off at turn number 4. Taking the checker flag, we'll have the number 10 of Clifton with the net. As the pack rolls through the middle of the corner. Coming off of turn number 4. Our first 8 man of the night is underway. We got the green flag waving. Lap number 1 of 15. Number 1 of 15. Taylor Florio out to the early lead. 3 wide briefly. Now 3 wide down the back straightaway. Here comes Guyton in the number 68, a hard charge. Now looking to make a battle for second. Guyton and Freeman rolling over corner number 4. It's going to be Taylor Florio leading the first A main. Freeman in second, Guyton in third. Now we got a hard battle, 1 car around. Florio rolling the pack down into turn number 3. Now rolling out of the corner. We have the green flag up in the air for the 2nd time. Here comes Freeman top side. Racing now through turns 1 and 2. Campbell way off the pace, pulling down into the infield. Now we got Mooney and Guyton door to door. Racing now down into turn number 3. A battle for the 4th spot, the 68 of Guyton and the 5M of Mooney. As they roll over to turn number 4, they're still door to door across the stripe. Taylor Florio, your leader, Freeman in second, Henderson in third. But right now we are 3 wide for 3rd place. Off of turn number 2, contact down the back straightaway. Henderson falling back to 5th. Now a battle for 3rd. Guyton and Mooney. As they roll up at turn number 4. They are door to door, wheel to wheel. Racing down the front straightaway. Into turn 1, Mooney up to 3rd. Guyton falling to 4th. 21T of Taylor Florio is leading the pack right now. Freeman in second. Mooney in third, Guyton in fourth, and Henderson in fifth. Now here comes Mooney, hard charging on the bottom. Closing the gap on Freeman as they race down the back straightaway. About 3 car lengths behind now. Freeman up top, Mooney on the bottom as they race through turns 3 and now off of turn number 4. Back down the front straightaway. Mooney closing the gap to about 2.5 car lengths. Mooney down to the bottom once again. Door to door off of turn number 2. Battling for second place down the back straightaway. Mooney on the bottom, Freeman up top. Racing down into turn 3. Rolling off the corner. We'll have Mooney on the bottom. Freeman up top against the wall. And they have 5 down and 10 to go. Mooney trying to steal second place away from Freeman in that 21 machine. And rolling off the corner, it's going to be the number 5 in of Dustin Mooney. Moving up to second place. Now racing down into turn 3. The number 21 of Freeman back down to third. Number 21T of Taylor Florio, re-race leader, Dustin Mooney, now setting his sights on Florio, about a half straightaway back. Henderson a ways back and forth, and even further is the 125L of Ollie Whitworth in fifth. As we have flags crossed, as we have 8 down and 7 to go. Mooney will now have 6.5 laps to reel in your leader, the 21T of Taylor Florio. Taylor Florio, your leader, after a lot of damage last night, way up in Ardmore, Oklahoma, at Southern Oklahoma Speedway. I talked with them earlier. They were putting our whole driver's side up and back together after a wreck in our Dirt Dominator. The 5M of Dustin Mooney closing the gap slowly but surely. 21 of Freeman falling back. Still running third, and then a straightaway behind him is fourth of Henderson, and another straightaway is Ollie Whitworth in fifth. We have 10 laps down and 5 laps to go. We'll see if Mooney will have anything for your current leader of Taylor Florio. Racing the pretty in pink, number 21T, Wonder Woman. Racing across the stripe now, we have 4 to go. Mooney hard charging, banging the bottom of the track all the way around. Florio running mid to top groove, pushing the cushion as she now races down into turn 3, rolling off at corner number 4. Past the flag stand, they will have 3 laps to go. Mooney now changing lines, going top side through 1 and 2. However, losing quite a bit of ground to your leader, Florio. As he races down into turn 3, he'll dive back down to the bottom. While your leader races across the stripe now. We have 2 flags way up into the air. 2 laps to go. Florio, Mooney, Freeman, Henderson, and Whitworth, your top 5. Now here comes the 21T of Taylor Florio. Racing now off of corner number 4. We have the white flag waving in the air. We have 1 lap to go. As your leader now races down into turn number 1. Rolling off at the top of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway, your leader, the number 21T of Taylor Florio. Half straightaway behind is going to be the 5M of Dustin Mooney. Now rolling off at corner number 4. Your IMCA Southern Sport Modified A main event winner. Excuse me, the number 13, the Melissa Bailey. As we have caution, light out, done, leading the field. Now rolling up a turn number 4. 3 wide already of a turn 4. Baker up to the lead. 3 wide racing down into turn number 1. As the caution light will come out. Now they are back to green flag racing, rolling off corner number 4. 3 wide for your race lead. Racing now down into turn 1. Door to door, we have Wallem and Baker going at it for the top spot. Rolling now off of corner number 2. Wallem coming out victorious, your race leader. Baker racing down hard into the corner in second place. The 54 of Kemp Jr. right behind him in third. Oh, now contact with your leader. Contact once again. Oh! As the caution flag will... Dunn now rolling the pack down into turn number 3. Lights out. We should be looking green flag now as the pack rolls off of corner number 4. We got the green flag up in the air. We are racing once again. Spadaro out to the lead. Kemp following in suit in second place. Here's Dunn on the bottom. Challenging door to door, but loose off of the corner. Dunn falling back to third. Here comes Melissa Bailey in the 13 machine. Hard charging her way for third place. Rolling off the corner now. The number 33 of Sam Spadaro will be your leader, followed by the 54 of Kemp and the 33 of Bailey. Dunn way sideways off of turn number 2. Here comes Kemp looking to challenge your leader of Spadaro as they roll over corner number 4, almost door to door. Racing down the front straightaway past the flag stand. Now down into turn 1. Whoa! Kemp way up over the cushion and into the wall. We will see if we will keep going green. He will get it back going underway. Sam Spadaro, your race leader. Melissa Bailey up to second. 54 machine of Kim Jr. way up and over the cushion into the wall. Keeps it going now. That pretty all-black machine now running 5th. Spadaro still your leader, rolling over corner number 4. Now here comes Kim Jr. making a move now, moving up to 4th place, passing Evan Moore for 4th place. Now setting his sights on the 92D of Dunn. Meanwhile, your leader Spadaro opening quite a gap on Melissa Bailey. But here comes Kim, bottom side down the back straightaway. Briefly door to door racing into turn 3. Kim Jr. moving up to 3rd. Now setting his sights on 2nd place with the 13 of Melissa Bailey. Kemp Jr. a straightaway behind your 2nd place car of Bailey. Spadaro your leader. Bailey in 2nd, Kemp in 3rd. We'll see if he is going to be able to make up some ground and move up the podium. Sam Spadaro, your race leader, pulling away from the field. Melissa Bailey Cadillacing in 2nd, and Kemp Jr. cruising way back in 3rd. Evan Moore moving up to 4th, and the 92D of Dunn falling now back to 5th. .33 of Sam Spadaro with almost a straightaway lead. And then Bailey with about a half straightaway on 3rd place of Kemp Jr. Jr. throwing it in way hard sideways before he even reached the corner. Looks like we got the black flag out for the 92D of Colin Dunn. He's got a flat left rear tire and a flat right rear tire and some smoke coming out of that machine. Hopefully he is able to pull it down into the infield. Now making it. Looks like he's going to go off down the back straightaway. So we got our field all nice and spaced out now. 33 of Spadaro, the 13 of Bailey, the 54 of Kemp Jr., and the 2M of Moore. As your race leader races across the stripe now, they have 10 laps down and 5 laps to go.
There were 233s. You had the 33K, didn't you? You did? Okay.
Spadaro still your race leader with a enormous lead on 2nd place of the 13 of Melissa Bailey. Now we are down to 3 cars as we had 1 leave us. Evan Moore left us, so we are now down to 3. Spadaro, Bailey, and Kemp Jr. Your last remaining 3. Jr. throwing way hard, giving all he's got. But as your leader races across the stripe now, we have the white flag waving, 1 lap to go. Just now coming across the stripe, we have Melissa Bailey, and following closely, we have Kemp Jr. However, your leader of Sam Spadaro and the number 33, racing off of turn number 4. Your factory stock A main event winner is going to be the number 33 of Sam Spadaro. Henderson now rolling them down into turn 3. Caution light is out as they roll off of corner number 4. We have our IMCA modifieds underway. Now here comes Van Hatesman up top, but pushing up into the cushion once again. Hardy Henderson, your leader, is stretching out that lead. Now racing through 3 and off of corner number 4. We are going to put lap number 1 in the books. Van Hatesman still not having 1 and 2 figured out. That's where he's losing his ground. But he's making it up with his hard charges through 3 and 4. Once again, Henderson, your leader, coming across the stripe. They have 2 down. Now roaring down the back straightaway, about 7 car lengths behind. You got the 5V of Van Hatesman in second place. As Hardy rolls off of turn number 4. We've got 3 laps in the books. That number 63 machine is just roaring, but the old timer right behind them keeping up. Van Hatesman not letting Henderson run away. Staying within a manageable distance of your leader. Throwing it in hard. Hear those tires squealing each and every corner. As they cross the stripe now, they will have 5 laps to go. Van Hatesman still not far behind, running second place, but hanging with the 63 of Hardy Henderson. We had our normal field out here tonight. Hatesman would definitely be a contender up front for that podium. But Henderson rolling across the stripe now. I believe that should be 3 to go. As he races down into turn number 3. Now pushing up to the top side of our corner number 4. We got the white and checkered pointed up in the air, each for which lap is next. Roaring down the back straightaway now. Henderson stretching it out to almost a straightaway lead. Now rolling up at turn number 4. We got the white flag in the air. 1 lap to go in our modified main event. Now roaring down the back straightaway. Henderson with about a straightaway lead on the 5V of Van Hatesman. As they roll off of corner number 4, the number 63 of Hardy Henderson picking up your modified A main win. McKelvey now rolling the field down into turn 3. Lights out, and now green flag up and into the air as they race off of turn number 4. Felkins hard charging to the outside. 3 wide off of turn number 2. Felkins and Armstrong Jr. McKelvey, Felkins, Villanueva, and Armstrong Jr. and Thiel are going to be your top 5 for the first lap of 15. Hard charging now. We got Charles Armstrong the second, moving all the way up to 6th. He ran away with his heat race. We'll see if he can double it up and run away with the feature. Here comes Felkins looking to challenge your leader, McKelvey. We've got 2 cars tangled up. Lights out now as they start to roll down into turn number 3. Hot off of turn number 4. We are back under some green flag racing. Down the front straightaway. Your top 5, top 6 checking out from the rest of the pack already. Here comes John Thiel making a move on the bottom. Almost 3 wide down the back straightaway for second place. Armstrong Jr. door to door with Falcons. A little bit of contact through the corner. A little more coming out of turn 4. They're fighting for second place now. Falcons diving down to the bottom to protect McKelvey, still your leader. Here comes Thiel trying to work top side. Now down the back straightaway, door to door with Armstrong Jr. for third place. Racing through turn 3 and off of turn number 4. John Thiel, the number 21 machine, almost taking third place away. He's trying to work that mid to top groove through the corners. Now here comes Armstrong Jr. with a huge run off the bottom of turn 2. Door to door with Falcons as they race down into turn 3. Armstrong Jr. up to second. Falcons now down to third. Now here comes John Thiel up top off of turn number 4. Thiel making a move, moving up to third place. Now trying to go top side of Armstrong Jr. That traffic now, Faith of Mayfield, McKelvey, Armstrong Jr., Thiel, Falcons, and Armstrong the second. Your top 5 leaving the rest of the field, a train down the front straightaway, and we have 2 cars together. You can see him, third row, trying to jump the start. McKelvey waiting and now taking off on the exit of turn 4. Here comes Armstrong Jr. looking bottom side. Cut off down into turn number 1. Now John Thiel trying top side, running third. Now we got a battle for the lead. Armstrong Jr. roaring past McKelvey. Armstrong Jr., your new leader, now 3 wide in turns 3. McKelvey, Thiel, and Falcons all making contact in the middle of the corner. Thiel and Falcons falling way back from your top 3. Here comes Armstrong the second. Oh, braking mid-corner, way off the pace. He was about to make a move for second place. McKelvey, Thiel, Villanueva, and Holtzman impatiently right behind them, trying to time the start perfectly. But Armstrong Jr. waiting to the last minute till everybody has jumped to start the race. Now Villanueva looping himself around the entrance of turn 1. Way sideways right off the start, and he looped himself down. We are still green flag racing. Charles Armstrong Jr., Thiel, and McKelvey, your top 3. Villanueva getting it looped back around the other way. We will say green flag racing. There comes Holtzman hard down into turn number 1. The 2 rows behind him now on his bumper, looking to jump the start. But now back underway. We are green flag racing once again. Here comes Thiel top side, moving up to second. Racing now down the back straightaway. Thiel with a huge run. Now racing down into turn number 3. Thiel looking bottom side as they roll off of corner number 4. Trying to challenge your leader, the 2A of Charles Armstrong Jr. Now racing down into turn 3 wide for 4th place. Villanueva, Holtzman, and Falcons duking it out, but meanwhile we have a lead change off of corner number 2. But here comes Armstrong Jr. fighting back top side. Racing off of turn number 3 and now off of turn number 4. They're door to door across the stripe. Armstrong Jr. and Thiel duking it out for the race lead. We still got a 3-car battle right not far behind them for 4th. Now Thiel up into the lead. Here comes Armstrong trying top side once again. Racing into turn 3, now rolling off of corner number 4. Thiel is going to come off and lead. Armstrong Jr. in second, McKelvey in third, Holtzman in 4th, and Falcons in 5th. Villanueva pulling into the infield once again, may be done for the remainder of this main event. Armstrong Jr. not giving up, fighting back hard. But John Thiel in that 21 machine slowly pulling away. McKelvey almost around and 1 and 2. We'll see if McKelvey can get it back going once again, and he will. He'll find his way back onto the racetrack or maybe park it in the infield next to the 05 assist as they roar across the stripe now. Thiel and Armstrong Jr. have 5 laps to go. Nose to tail racing through turns 1 and 2 now on the back straightaway. Holtzman in 3rd, Falcons in 4th, and Looney up to 5th. Your 2 leaders checking out from the rest of the field and putting on a heck of a show. No, we got Carroll Jr. around in 1 and 2. Now looping it back. We'll see if we can stay going green, and we will. Holtzman makes it by. Carl Jr. now found his way off the infield grass and back onto the track and getting up to speed. Meanwhile, your two leaders racing across the stripe. We'll have 3 laps to go, this time by. Both drivers working mid-groove. Now here comes Armstrong with a huge run off the bottom of turn 2. Door-to-door racing now down the back straightaway. John Thiel giving a little, and John Thiel with a huge break. The number 8 of Todd Looney looping around. Strong now trying to time the start all over the back bumper of Thiel through turns 3. Now roaring off of turn number 4. John Thiel with a great jump. Charles Armstrong Jr. in that 2A machine not fooled at all. Following right behind them and soon racing off of turn 2 down the back straightaway. About 5 car lengths back is Charles Jr. Racing through turn 4, your leader coming off now. The number 21 of John Thiel. Followed by the 2A of Armstrong Jr., the 55 of Felkins, the 999 of Holtzman, and the 11 of Carroll Jr. Now down the back straightaway. Thiel with about a 4 car length lead entering turn 3. As he races off at turn number 4, we'll have 2 flags up in the air, 1 for each lap left. Armstrong will have 4 corners left. 6 corners left. My mistake. Roaring now down the back straightaway, racing that in his bottom side. Armstrong trying to dive up and then back down to get a run off the corner. We have the white flag waving now. 1 lap to go. John Thiel. Now here comes Armstrong looping himself in 1 and 2. We'll keep it going green. Racing now down in Cadillac and off of turn number 4. Your Dwarf Club feature winner is going to be number 21 of John Thiel. Now mid-corner, we got the green flag up in the air. We are back to some racing action. Wade White charging hard, taking the early lead. Here comes Jason Batts, bottom side. Huge run, 3 wide over turn 2. Both onto the lead, Batts to second, White in third. Wade White looking top side through 3 and 4. Jason Batts banging the bottom off the corner. Leading your first lap here tonight is going to be the number 69 of Michael Votaw. Votaw way up and over the cushion, 3 wide. Here comes Jason Batts. Oh, tire hop. Michael Votaw looping around down in the infield. Jason Batts, the number 29 machine, your leader. Rolling off at turn number 4. Jason Batts is going to lead lap number 2. Wade White in second place all over the back bumper of Batts. Roaring down the back straightaway now and not far behind. We have the number 44Z of Zach Spillman trying to make a hard charge. Now here comes Wade White, top side off of turn number 4. Not enough of him to run. He's going to cross him up down the front straightaway. Trying bottom side, getting slammed. Now door to door off of turn number 2. White and Batts duking it out for the lead. Now down the back straightaway into turn 3. White has the lead. Here comes Batts battling back on the bottom. Now racing off at turn number 4. Looks like Wade White in the 68 machine is going to be your leader. Number 29. Boys. Way back in 5th, we have the number 200 of Colby Linton. Looks like the number 69 of Michael Votaw. Parked out in front, up and out of his car. A lot of left front damage. Wade White, your race leader, opening up the gap to half a straightaway on the number 29 of Jason Batts. They come across the stripe now. They have 5 laps complete and 10 laps to go. The third on Zach Spillman and the number 8 of Vernon Owens making a hard charge. Racing through turns 3 and 4. Zach banging the bottom. Owens running middle groove, but slowly closing the gap. About a car and a half behind. 4th place. Here comes Vernon Owens looking bottom side. Racing with Zach Spillman off of turn 2. Now down the back straightaway. About a car length behind. Now into turn 3. Zach Spillman up on the cushion. Here comes Vernon Owens running mid off the turn number 4. Door to door down the front straightaway. Now they'll try it once again in turn number 1. Zach Spillman sideways entering the corner. Here comes Vernon Owens driving it out of turn number 2. Your leader, Wade White, catching up onto lap traffic, but your battle on the track is for third. We got Zach Spillman and Vernon Owens duking it out down the front straightaway. Owen back to about a car and a half behind, trying to race his way up to third place. Spillman slinging it into the corner, sliding it off of turn 4. The old-timer veteran, Vernon Owens, racing it and driving it straight through the corner. Now getting all the way up to the back bumper of Spillman. Racing off of turn number 2. Once again, Owen with just not enough power off of the corner. He'll try again in turn number 3. About a half car length behind. He'll go a little bit higher. Now coming off of turn number 4. He is right on the back bumper of Spillman down the front straightaway. They are nose to tail racing through every corner. Owen patiently waiting for a mistake. Meanwhile, your leader coming across the stripe now, taking 5 laps to go. Now Jason Bass about to pass Litton, running 5th place. Still your battle on the track is third place. Spillman and Owens duking it out for the podium. Zach holding strong, banging the bottom. Owens running that mid-groove, waiting patiently for a mistake. Now Owens going top side, going to dive down on the exit of turn number 4. But he is not going to have enough, falling back to about a car length and a half. As your leader comes across the stripe now, we should have about 3 laps to go. Vernon Owens almost door-to-door with Spillman as they race now down into turn 3. Here comes Vernon Owens looking bottom side, sticking his nose up into the bumper of Spillman, but way squarely off turn number 4. We are going to have 2 laps to go. Tapping the wall, some sparks flying. Spillman now pulling away. Owens falling about 6 car lengths back. Now racing down into turn number 3. Here comes your leader, looking bottom side for lap traffic. Rolling off at turn number 4. Wade White, your feature leader. We have 1 lap to go now. White now duking it out with Owens and Spillman. Here they go, racing down the back straightaway. Jason Bass just now crossing the flag stand, a half straightaway behind. But here comes your leader rolling off corner number 4. The number 68 of Wade White is going to be your street stock A main winner. Going to lead the pack now down into turn 3. Lights out, looking green off of corner number 4. Now back to some green flag racing for the final time tonight. Clifton with the net out to the early lead. As they now they race almost 3 wide down into turn 1. Contact Newberry almost up and over the cushion. Here they go 3 wide down the back straightaway. Sop, Bajan, and Newberry duking it out. And now we got the yellow out for Harold Clifton. Sop once again rolling the field down into turn 3. Our caution light is out. We'll hope he can get a better jump and not get freight train down the front straightaway. But here they come, rolling off at corner number 4. Rick Sop with a great jump that time by. Now racing down into turn 1. Here comes Clifton with the net all over the back bumper of Sop. Here comes Howard Watson with a move up top. Running third place. 5 in a row down the back straightaway. Here comes Scott Newberry, bottom side of Watson in turn 3. Now racing off at corner number 4. Watson and Newberry door to door. Now Newberry and Bajan door to door. Meanwhile, Wizenette making a move from the lead up top side. Rick Slap way sideways to the corner. Now 3 wide off of turn 2. Now racing down the back straightaway. 3 wide once again down into turn 3. Bajan, Sop, and Newberry duking it out for second. Newberry stuck behind the 59 of Sop. Now as they race down the front straightaway. Clifton was it at your leader. Bajan up to second. Now 3 wide racing off of turn number 2. Newberry, Sop, and Watson. 3 wide down the back straightaway. Cody Crawford right behind them. Now down into turn 3. Scott Newberry sideways in the corner. Saves it and keeps it going straight. They will come off at turn number 4. Newberry and Watson door to door, and right behind them Crawford and Sop. A little bit of contact now between Newberry and Watson in the middle of 1 and 2. Rolling off the corner now. Now here comes Croft. A huge run off the bottom. Now racing down into turn 3. From 6th to 3rd. Will he do it? Racing off of turn number 4. Crawford and Watson door to door down the front straightaway. Now down into corner number 1. Crawford banging the bottom, Watson up top. Door to door as they race off a turn 2 onto the back straightaway. Crawford making a move for 3rd place. Watson now back to 4th. 85K now setting his sights on the 45 of Brian Bajan. Way squarely in turn 4, but gets it going back the right way. Meanwhile, Clifton Wisenet, your race leader, pulling away from the field. Watson trying bottom side now, racing off at turn number 2, followed by the 11S of Scott Newberry. Pam Wisenet locked up and sliding up into the cushion in turns 1 and 2. We'll see if she can get it moving. But here comes Clifton Wisenet, your race leader, and we'll have the caution flag out. Starting in the entrance of turn number 3. We are back under some green flag action. Brian Bajan already wearing out the back bumper of Wisenet through the corner. Here comes Watson, bottom side racing. 3 wide to the entrance of turn 1. Watson with followed by Crawford back straightaway. Now racing down into turn number 3. Almost 3 wide once again. Watson, Crawford, and Newberry as they go and race for 3rd place down the front straightaway. Now back down into turn 1. Watson bottom and top, racing off of turn number 2, roaring down the back straightaway. Crawford sticking his nose to the top side of Watson. Newberry moving up to 3rd, but here comes Crawford trying to take 4th from Watson. Rolling off at corner number 4. Crawford and Watson door to door. Wisenet, your leader, followed by Bajan. Now here comes Watson, bottom side contact. Off a turn 2, door to door, beating and banging down the back straightaway. Crawford in 2nd, Watson. Crawford in 4th, Watson in 5th. Battling now as they roll off at corner number 4 once again. Meanwhile, the 11S of Scott Newberry all over the back of Brian Bajan, looking to make a move for 2nd. Banging the bottom through turns 1 and 2. Crawford running that mid groove with a nice run down the back straightaway. Now going down into turn number 3. Crawford now securing 4th place, setting his sights on the 11S of Scott Newberry, who is struggling to pass the 45 of Brian Bajan, while the number 10 of Clifton Wisenet starts pulling away from the field. Up and over the cushion. Here comes Newberry, bottom side. Now racing down into turn 3. Newberry moving up to 2nd place. Bajan back to 3rd. Going off at number 4. Will secure 2nd place. Wisenet, your leader, followed by Newberry, Bajan, Crawford, Watson, Childs, Clifton, and Sop. Now racing single file through 3 and off at turn number 4. Brian Bajan about a car length back from Newberry, and Crawford trying to catch the backside of Bajan. Julia Childs working top side, trying to catch up to the 11H of Howard Watson and make a top 5. Crawford making up some ground on Brian Bajan. Meanwhile, Scott Newberry also making up ground on your leader. Off a turn, 2 car lengths back as they race now into turn number 3. 2 flags up into the air, wide and checkered, 2 laps to go. Clifton Wisenet, your leader, followed by the 11S of Scott Newberry, the 45 of Bajan, the 85K of Crawford, the 11H of Watson, the 02 of Childs, the 5B of Clifton, the 9 of Sop. But here comes your race leader, rolling off at corner number 4. White flag waving through the air, 1 lap to go. Hard now down into turn 1. Maybe a battle for 5th blue, and Julia Childs trying to work top side on. But here's your leader, roaring down. Way down into turn number 3. Clifton Wisenet rolling over turn number 4. Your IMCA Sport Compact feature winner.